taste just a little bit of I say now, I'm ready, baby. And all I gotta know is, baby, you never have to know what's up. Yeah, I love you, baby. Can you see that?
Welcome back to The Mix. We're still here with Mr. Paul Campbell, the legendary Jamaican actor. Now, everyone knows you, or not everyone, I'll say most people recognize you from movies like Third World Cop, one of my favorite movies, by the way, Dancehall Queen, and Shottas, even for a Sunday.
So radio, Fame FM in Jamaica.
Oh yes, I do The Voice. You're listening to Fame FM, yeah, that kind of thing. I have two other films that come out at the end of the year. One's called Out the Gate. You know, I'm always asked to be playing a really villainous guy.
Well,
so
you know, that was going to be one of my questions. Which do you prefer, the villain, the good guy?
I like the villain.
Me too.
And honestly, still, I honestly feel that your fans love when you play a villain. It is absolutely terrifying.
I'll tell you a quick story. I shot a low-budget film in New York years ago, and when I met the director was, he's seen all of my stuff, you know, and he went, "Oh, Mr. Campbell, he's such a villain. Can you think of a really new way of killing this man? I want something fabulous," you know, so it's people are thinking that. But I like an opportunity. I like the villain only because it has different layers, you know, but I want people to have an opportunity to see me in other roles.
Right.
So this show as well, on the 11th of December, will definitely show them that. The other two, Machete Joe, that comes out, that's another tough guy, like a Michael Myers kind of thing. That comes out early, I think, 2011.
How was it taping? How was it taping that particular movie? Because in the other movies, you're more, or from my point of view, you're more of a tough guy, gangster type of an individual. This particular movie, are you chopping? Because we went through some of the preview things, and because you know we're going to add them to the show, and we were like, whoa.
Yeah,
so
horrific.
It's this is horror.
Yeah, it's real straight horror, Hollywood horror. What the producers are hoping for is to, you know how Michael Halloween and Freddy Krueger has that franchise going on. We're hoping, you know, since Obama won, they'll have a black villain this time.
But I think
They had
great
one,
idea.
Candyman, but he never went.
But Tony Tubbs, he did
Tony
a very
Tubbs.
good job. But what we've been hoping for, because since we've been doing the festival circuits, we've been winning a lot of awards of best slasher of the festival, that kind of thing. So it's been really taking on steam, you know, so we're hoping that it really gets in there.
Let me ask you a personal opinion about an article that I read that stated that a lot of African American actors, almost all of them, at some point in their career, had to play a woman or had to dress like a woman. And the article was saying that they feel like African American actors, African Caribbean actors can be threatening. And therefore, that is their way to make them less threatening. Is to make them play.
You know,
these
I
roles.
hear that argument, but I tell you something. You see what's happening now and where we're at? I'd put on the dress and I'd act the part so I can make the money, so I can make my own changes.
Understood.
So I never get stuck on that. I really never get stuck on that, you know. It depends on whom the individual is, you know. I definitely do that and get on so I could have my own studios like Tyler Perry. You know, so that is where your head should always be at. And don't let these stigmas and tainted bits and pieces get in your way. Just rise above it.
Do what you do, right.
It's from what I've gotten from talking to you today is that it's about controlling your own life and your own destiny. It's about taking what you know and building on it.
There you go.
And that's what I'm getting from you, and I really appreciate that story, because one of the things that we try to focus on this show is the backstory behind people, and that's why I'm definitely coming to see the play.
Please come.
Because I'd like to see the backstory,
Please
because
come.
people don't mention the things that take place to get us to
No,
where
you
we're
never
at.
see that.
No, you only see
you never
we
see
see
that.
here Paul Campbell, you're like, wow, Paul Campbell.
You're stepping out of a
Yeah,
lemon,
exactly,
light bulbs going
like
on.
everywhere, you know, the whole entourage thing and everything. But it's interesting to hear from you firsthand that it was not a pretty road.
No, of course not.
It was
by
interesting,
no
though.
means. Interesting, and it will be, like I said, jaw
dropping.
All right, there
Wow.
you go.
Looking forward to the jaw dropping and the interesting part. Can I ask you one personal question though?
Sure.
You mentioned that you had 3 strong-minded individuals that keep you on your toes.
My boys.
Do they give you advice about your movies? Are they aware of Daddy's fame? Do they care? Because some kids are interesting.
Well, only the smallest one cared.
Okay.
The others, you know, which is the grounding factor, which is great. You know,
Yes.
I'll pick up my boy at football practice. This is the small one, and my dad's here. My dad's here. You know, he's calling the old T-Mobile,
Yes.
you know, and Mad Max, and I'm really surprised at kids. You know, I said,
they
how did
all-
you see that film?
Yeah.
You know,
They-
so.
yeah.
But the other boys, they really don't, you know, oh, dad is just doing a job, which is what it is. It's
job.
just a job
That you're passionate about.
that I'm passionate about, just like the doctor who is very passionate enough so he can work 7 years just to get that title. So that's all it is, man. Passion and persevere.
How did you, or your faith, was it faith that brought you through the struggle of battling cancer? Is that what's kept you grounded? How would you say that you took on this battle in 2006 and made it here in 2010 to tell a story?
It's mother. It's my mother, Beulah, and she had sort of instilled all of the values you hear people talk about, the value of surviving, you know, no matter what the odds are. And I think with that intact, it only bolstered me to get into the thing of, nah, nothing can beat me. You know, that's the attitude, you know, now cancer, cancer, you know. And not only that, but sometimes it's just always just blown up more than it really is, you know, so take heed. But I never let that get to me, you know. I have so much other things to think about. There are many people like me in Jamaica, many Caribbean islands who want an opportunity to get into the business, do what I'm doing. It's nothing unique, called Stretch, which is a charity program that when we do go to visit the 25 city on the tour, we will stop at depressed neighborhoods, especially schools of performing arts, make presentation, donations of cameras to kids. You know, the whole motto of that particular campaign is shoot with a camera, not with a gun.
It's great.
You know, so we're hoping it takes off, and we're asking everybody out there in TV land, you know, I mean, to help out as much as you possibly can. The vibe is great here, guys, trust me.
So, okay, before we wrap it up, before we go, I just have to ask you, could you please look into the camera and say...
No walk and live. Not
say any line. Say any line. Say any line from anything.
All right, I tell you what.
Yeah, give us anything.
When you come to the show,
Okay.
you choose the line you like best when you hear it.
There we go.
All right?
Okay. That was a good one.
Campbell, thank you so much for being a part of the show. Once again, definitely the most exciting actor that we've had on here, the most exciting guest for me personally.
Thank you,
And it's
sir.
been our honor to have you on the show.
Thank you, sir.
We'll be right back with more of The Mix. Hot topics coming up.
I love you, baby.